Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Sherelle here from Sunny Rayan Creations, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make this bracelet mold. This is one I made a while back and I just got new mold, so I want to try this mold. I'll show you guys the mold I used before. It's this one. It's a little janky, so bear with me because I haven't cleaned it since my last one. As you see, it's pretty flimsy. I mean, it gets the job done. I made several with this and they work. But the main thing I noticed is with these pink ones that people are making now. One, they're super thick and nice quality. And they close, which is really important for me. Because with this one, it doesn't really close well. And the hole for it is really big, so it's hard for me to find something to put inside of it to close it. I'll show you guys in a second what I mean, but yeah, this isn't like, it gets the job. If you need something really cheap and quick, get this, but I think this one's gonna work better, and I hope it does because I bought several of these. So yeah, and this one is a 4-inch in the center of the diameter. And it's really big. I have really big hands, and my hands, I can literally open my hands and it'll still go through. My hand doesn't even touch when I close it. So this is great for people that have big hands, the 4-inch. But the one I have is a 3.5-inch, which I think will be a little better. I think it'll still fit my hands because this one is huge. So I want one a little smaller. So this is when I found this one. And the good thing about this, a lot of stuff fits. So once you're done molding, I'm going to show you real quick. You're going to want to find something first that you're able to put this on and for it to close. See, we're going to slide this up so I can show you guys. But as you can see, all of this right here is closed. And that's what's going to give it a nice smooth edge, because with this one I had to before it got too hard, I had to go with my X-Acto knife and peel a lot of it off, and then I had to go in with some I use regular like UV resin to kind of fill it in and make it smooth again. You're gonna do a lot of sanding, so hoping with this method I won't have to do a lot of sanding, so we will see. So you just want to find something that's gonna close it with, so you could use a tumbler. This is just a, I think, 20-ounce tumbler, but what I'm gonna use is tape. So I found that the tape fits pretty darn good in here, and I'm gonna show you. So where I live right now, it is pretty cold. Right now it's not too cold, it's in the, I think, 30s, but it drops down to like the teens, the single digits. It gets really cold right now in the winter time. So my epoxy hardens. So my part A, the hardener, it's really hard to pour and really hard to work with, and you don't want it that hard because it fogs up, it changes the consistency and the outcome of the epoxy. So what I like to use is this right here. This is just my old candle warmer that I have, and I don't really use it anymore because I have a newer one that could do like wax melts and everything in it. So I just turn this on, and it gets hot, but not too hot that it melts stuff. And it's just like, this is my part A. I don't know if you guys can tell the consistency, but it's really smooth right now. It's like smoother than part A, than part B, I mean. But yeah, I like it like this. I feel like it mixes better. So I put this up here for literally probably like not even 5 minutes, and it's ready to go. So make sure you turn that off when you're done, but that's my tip. And then once that gets to a nice consistency, I take my part B, the hardener, and I just measure it the same way. So I'm gonna go and do that real quick. And I'm just using a little medicine cup that I got off of Amazon. And then you just want to start mixing it. And I do this for roughly like probably like 2 to 3 minutes. It doesn't take too long. All right, you guys. So I ended up transferring it into one of these little Dixie cups. It's just easier for me, especially when I pour. And now I'm going to just mix up my colors. I want to go for like a dusty rose pink. So I have these two mica powders right here. One is called Pink and one is called Kayla. I don't want to murder that name, but these are them right here. So you guys can see, I will list these down below as well. I got these right off of Amazon. And I want it to be a little bit glittery. So I have this holographic, like dusty pink color right here from Mr. Fancy Pants. And it is called Fairy Tale. So I don't know if you guys can see the hollow in here. I'm going to add just a smidge of this to give it a little bit of glittery look. I think I'm gonna go with the gold because I always do gold. This is for me. I love gold. And then I'm gonna show you guys my little trick I use. What I like to do, I like to use these little silicone brushes, and I just dip it in my foil. And then I open my mold and I just rub it in there. And can you guys see that? It's just gonna, you want to lay flat. You want to just do that to random places. And I'm just going in now and making sure all the foil is laying flat so I don't have any clumpy parts. That's why I do like this, because I just rub it across. All right, so now we have that done. And just so you guys can see, there's foil all throughout here. Like I said, I went ham with my foil. You could also just use your finger. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my tape and I'm gonna put that on now because I don't want to make a mess after trying to do this step. And now we're ready to pour. And how I pour is I just use my Dixie cup. I'm just re-stirring, and now I'm just going to do this. Like I said, the tape or whatever you're going to be using is going to hold your mold in place this side. So it makes it easier for me to do this part. So I just pinch this, and I just pinch my cup as well, and I just start pouring. And you're going to just pour slowly. For me, I know mine is full when my epoxy starts to pour out of my mold. As you can see, here, it's starting to come out the top. That's how I determine it's full. And I still go through and I check. So when I have like an epoxy ring around the whole thing, that's how I know mine is full. That's what I go off of. And then once it gets to that level, I take a popsicle stick and I just scrape it off. And if you guys can see, I pretty much used almost all of that. And that was 25 mils, in case you are wondering. So it's 12.5 mils of each part of epoxy. And now I'm just gonna go put this on a flat surface. And we'll be back when it dries, probably in like 10-12 hours. Okay guys, so we are back and we are going to unmold our keychain bangle now. So mine's been drying for quite a long time. I left it in here for a few days, so it should be super dry. So you're just gonna pop whatever you use for the center out, and then it should just start peeling right off. Like so. We're just gonna pull that back and start just pulling it out. All right, so here's our mold. You see it's clean inside. There's nothing inside. The outside's a little dirty, but that's fine. And this is what it's looking like on the top. And then this is the back. As you can see, there is, I don't know if you guys could see that. There is like a very slight edge. So that I'm going to just take my X-Acto knife and slice that off. Get your X-Acto knife. Be careful, you guys. Don't cut yourself. If you do this, technically you should be cutting away from you, not towards you. But I cut towards myself. It's just easier. And you're literally just going to lay your X-Acto knife flat against this and just scrape it off. And like I said before, again, if you take this out within like 12 hours, it should be pretty easy to do. As you can see, I did this part here, and that looks better than this part here. So this is the part I just scraped, and we're just going to do that all the way around. Okay, you guys, so I finally got that done. As you guys can see here, it was a little bit harder for me, and I didn't get all of it completely flat because I did wait, like I said, over 72 hours. So I highly recommend, don't do what I just did. Don't forget about it. But yeah, so now we're gonna stop talking about that, and I'm gonna show you guys the hardware I use. So once you make it, it's like, how am I supposed to put it together? Because if you try to use just these right here, they stretch out, and then you have to try to like bend them like backwards and overlap them, and it's just, I don't got time for that. And I see a lot of people like to use the bookbinder rings, but those only come in silver, I believe. I will link those down below if you are going to be doing silver, and I believe they're going to be cheaper than these. But what I found these on Amazon. They're like little lobster claw things, and I believe this is a 1 inch in the center and 1.5 inch all together. And it literally, you just push this in, and it is a little bit, it's like a close fit, but as you can see, like that. But once you start twisting it a little bit, and I push that down. So what I do is I do this, and I'll push it down a little bit more and twist it, and it'll usually, boop, pop right on. Just like that, and then I'll push that like that, and then we have this part on, and then you'll just slide this on like so, and there you guys have it. And now you have your bangle with your gold hardware. I will leave these down below so you guys could find them. I got them off of Amazon. They do also have these in silver. I'll see if I can find those as well for you guys, because I forgot the name. But this is basically how you make the bangles. Super easy, super sleek, and I love it. If you guys want to see more colors, more options, maybe doing just micas or something like that, let me know. Alcohol inks, PVA people do like leopard print ones, maybe I'll try that one. Let me know, and I will try to make those for you. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye now.